Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Saturn, which on April 29th is going to be entering its Mool Trikona sign Aquarius after 30 years. So now friends, on this upcoming transit of Saturn, I have already uploaded a couple of other videos as well. The first video on this pack was like what could be the underlying theme of this entry of Saturn in the Aquarius sign. The second video was understanding Saturn's results in the Dhanishta Nakshatra, because during this whole year Saturn is going to be transiting in the Dhanishta Nakshatra only. And the last video was on this topic, that understanding this transit of Saturn customized to your ascendant and the moon sign. But trust me on this friends, when we talk about a planet like Saturn, which is a very slow moving planet, which is a planet of justice, which is a planet of your karma, of the rewards, professional growth, so you cannot restrict its signification, its transit only to your moon sign or to your ascendant. You also have to study it from your inner planet's perspective as well. So if you have planets placed in the Aquarius sign in your natal chart, you should be aware about that, in which way this transit of Saturn is going to be influencing your inner planets. Because friends, every planet in our chart has got a role to play. Every planet represents an experience in specific area of the life. Every planet has got a connected living signification as well, a family member in our life as well. So it becomes very important that when this cold planet is going to be crossing through your natal planets, in which way you can expect the results or any sort of changes or transformation. So now friends, just a quick summary of all of that which we have discussed so far. So as you know that on April 29th, Saturn will enter the Aquarius sign, which is its Mool Trikona sign, and it's going to enter in the Dhanishta's third pada, where it will already be transiting. And friends, on June 5th, Saturn is going to go retrograde after almost like this is going to be a whole stay of Saturn in the Aquarius for 3 months, 13 days. But on June 5th, Saturn is going to go retrograde within the Aquarius, and on July 12th it's going to enter back in the Capricorn sign in the retrograde motion. But friends, although both of these signs like Capricorn and Aquarius are ruled by Saturn only, but there is a stark difference the way energy manifests. You have to understand this thing, that the energy of Capricorn is all about being firm in your path, fulfilling your duties and responsibilities. But when we talk about the Aquarius energy, because the rulership of Aquarius apart from Saturn goes to Rahu as well, so there is little bit of the flexibility of being open to new ideas, being innovative, doing things out of the box. And Capricorn energy is only about attainment of power, but Aquarian energy represents making use of that power not only for your good, for the goodness of the society as well. That is the only reason all sort of rewards, all sort of philanthropy are generally seen from the Aquarius sign or the connected 11th house. Trust me on this friends, whether we talk about 11th house or the Aquarian energy, no planet consider itself weak in the Aquarius sign, and all the planets hold this key to give good results even when they are transiting from the 11th house. So because of which friends, there is a lot in store for all of us. Many times people say this thing, they have this notion that a planet can only manifest its best results when that planet is going to be exalted. But an exaltation placement of a planet can be seen as that you have put someone in a 5-star hotel. But if I will ask you, you might enjoy your stay in a 5-star hotel for days, for weeks, for months, but there will be a time when you will start missing your home, or the kind of comfort or the harmony which you can experience in your home that cannot be compared with any other luxury of the world. And Saturn being in the Aquarius in its Mool Trikona sign is like an energy of being comfortable in your own home environment only. And friends, like many times I have noticed this thing, that because these days there has been a lot of videos and blogs and talks which are going around Saturn, and many people resort to this thing that they say that Saturn is your friend and you do not have to worry about it. So friends, understand this thing, that Saturn is a planet of justice. Saturn is not your enemy. Saturn is not your friend. Saturn is like a justice. Saturn is like a ruthless motivator who wants to push you to meet the best of your potential, your talents. Saturn is a justice who is going to give you results basis your own actions only. So the transit of Saturn is a energy, is a event of either sowing seeds for the fresh karma or harvesting the crops of the seeds sown by you in the past. And friends, the energy of Aquarius is kind of very mellowed, is very open to changes and innovation if you're going to compare it with the Capricorn energy. Now friends, before we will straight away jump to the section of understanding this transit from your inner planets perspective, let's just try to understand the theme which Saturn is going to manifest when it is going to be transiting from your inner planets. So just not to miss out any point, I have made a list of all those like pointers. So the first thing is that friends, Saturn always slows down the usual rhythm of nature in the area indicated, but by slowing things down and making one feel at times like when this will ever end, it concentrates our experiences, makes us live in the present, and helps us to focus our energy, to concentrate and to conserve it. So if Saturn is going to be transiting from your natal Venus, so definitely if you are a kind of person who has got a very hedonistic lifestyle, or if you are a kind of person who is not very responsible in your duties towards your spouse, so definitely friends, Saturn is going to slow down all of these hedonistic actions and activities. So that is one way of looking at the transit of Saturn over your natal planets. Second point could be, friends, that the Saturn's transit deepens and focuses one's attention and awareness, while at the same time making one more detached and objective. Example which I just gave it to you. So if it's Venus, it's about your relationship. If it's Mercury, this could be about your friends. Trust me, the time when Saturn transit from your natal Mercury, you will find a lot many people who were before being very casual, they do not value their time, they are like anyone can come and take them for their own leisure actions or activities. But once you will find that Saturn starts influencing your Mercury in your natal chart, you will find a complete transition in the mindset of this person, that okay, my time is valuable, I should be only associating or hanging out with people who are going to serve some practical use or who are going to contribute something towards my ultimate goal. So that is the kind of transition which comes to people's mindset when Saturn transits over your inner planets. The third pointer could be, friends, that actually the transit of Saturn can be felt or can be experienced as the hand of the destiny. So Saturn's transit often feel like the hand of destiny is reaching into your life in the area indicated, making things happen and forcing you to face your fears in that specific area. So if this is the transit of Saturn over your natal moon, which is the most dreaded time period in Vedic astrology of the Saturn's Sade Sati. So that is the only, friends, we say this thing, that the time of Sade Sati can be the time of success, because Saturn puts a lot of burden of responsibilities on your shoulder, making you to prove yourself that you have this capacity to shoulder any sort of responsibility. You have that potential, you have that capacity, and the responsibilities will only come with an added designation or a higher position as well. So that is how, friends, you can see that Saturn's transit over your natal planets can be seen as the hand of destiny reaching out to you or touching you in that specific area of the life. Now if this is your 10th house lord, so something pertaining to your profession, to your career. If it's your 9th house lord, something pertaining to your faith, to your morals. So that is how you can see it. Now friends, the next point is that Saturn transits over your natal planet often reveal to the individual what must be done and decided if one is to live with full integrity and in accord with the responsibilities felt towards one's own self. So friends, like the way the example I gave it to you, Mercury, this could be about friends. Venus, it could be about the relationship. If it's Jupiter, it's about the mentors, it's about the advisors. So definitely, friends, this is the time when you take the integrity and responsibilities and the matters in your own hand. You might be living in a relationship with a cheating partner. So once Saturn is going to transit over your natal Venus or over your 7th house Lord, you will have that gut, you have that confidence that you are going to confront your partner that enough is enough. Now I want things to be corrected. Friends, another way via which Saturn can influence you if it's going to be transiting over your natal planet is that Saturn transits pressure an individual to make the indicated dimension of experience more definite and concrete. And this more realistic approach to that area of the life is usually prompted by one of two methods of testing one's attitudes and priorities in that field of experience. Either the person feels that he is being tested by circumstances to see if he measures up to certain standards, or the individual feels an inner urge to examine that area of life to see if he meets his newfound values and personal requirements. So friends, that's very simple. So friends, understand this with a very simple example. So if Saturn is going to be transiting over your natal Mars and your Mars is not very well placed in the chart, so definitely it is going to indicate trouble on the account of your relationship with your siblings, trouble on the account of taking initiative, showcasing that willpower, determination, resilience. So once Saturn is going to be transiting over your natal Mars, the circumstances will push you, will test you that whether you have the capacity to rule and command over your circumstances or get swayed away by them. So whether in terms of your responsibilities towards your siblings, towards your work, towards your capacity to take initiative, all of that is going to be tested. Circumstances are going to test you. Now this could happen in two ways. Either circumstances are going to test you, or you by yourself will be in that mindset that let me test and trial. So this is the point which I'm trying to say over here. Friends, another way by which Saturn can influence when it is transiting over your planets, natal planets, is that Saturn transits can help you to build your confidence in the area indicated based on the realization of what your real capabilities are and upon what you have earned through effort. Once you know your capabilities more realistically, you can proceed to take more responsibility for your own life. Trust me friends on this, like if I were to share my own experience, before I uploaded my first video on YouTube, I never even have this confidence that I can talk in front of camera. These days I go to acting classes, I go for auditions, I'm making videos all the time on YouTube, and trust me, the same person who have not even this confidence that I can even speak or utter a single word in front of camera or not. And what initiated this kind of confidence, or what brought these qualities deep inside from me out, was the transit of Saturn. Because I had my Saturn return, my Saturn Disha started when I got this confidence, or I discovered this talent which I am having within me. So this is one of the theme via which Saturn can influence you or influence your natal planets if it is going to be transiting over them. And last friends, so Saturn transits tend to moderate whatever is excessive in one's life, whether excessive pride in some area of life, excessive activity, excessive attachment, excessive dependency, or even excessive faith. So Saturn is definitely going to balance it out, moderate it out. Because friends, whether you being a very like kind of person who is very intolerant, like a bigot to other faith, to other religion, Saturn is going to bring moderation over there. This could be your lifestyle, which is Venus. This could be your aggression, which is Mars. So whenever Saturn transit over your inner planets, these are the qualities which Saturn is going to moderate, or the excessiveness is something which is going to get toned down once Saturn is going to be transiting over your natal planets. So that is something friends which I just wanted to share my inputs on the way Saturn transits over your natal planets influences us in different ways. Now we will shift our discussion to the customized section, where we will try to understand that if you have planets placed in the Aquarius sign and Saturn is going to be transiting over them, in which way planets are going to manifest results.